Hold it, hold everything. Did you notice something a little different about that intro? Here, let's take a look. Backcountry RC. Now what is that, some of you may ask? Well, if you've seen in my other YouTube videos or my Instagram, shameless plug, Joe Carpino RC, you'll know that I made micro jets in the past. Well, those things are finally coming in the store. That's right, Backcountry RC is now a store, and you can get yourself a kit to make this micro jet. Any others here, and there's a bunch of other cool features and accessories you can pick up too. And I'll let you guys on a little secret. This is the next project. You can check out the store at www.backcountryrc.com. The link will also be down in the description, so go check it out, take a look, see what you think, and maybe buy something. Now with that said, let's get back to the video. What's up guys? Hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I got something a little different for you guys today. So MinimumRC decided to send me a kit of theirs, see if I can do a review on it, and tell you a little bit about this kit, and let you know what you're getting yourself into once you buy one of these things. So, I say we open this package up and get building. So, the model that Minimum sent me today is their EDF model. It's called the FlyCat. And opening this box up, looks like the first thing we're pulling out is a toolkit. It's got some UFO glue, and got a knife and some other things in there. Next we got our EDF kit, 40mm EDF with a 8x20mm motor. It's going to give you a lot of power. And next up we got the bag with the servos and the charger, along with a card that tells you how to access the instructions to build this model. And next up we got a little bag with all the extra parts needed to complete this model, including the landing gear and the push rods. Lastly, we have the model itself out on some foam sheets, die cut pieces with print jobs on them, so it gives you a paint scheme already to work with. It looks pretty cool, looks like it's based off the Thunderbird scheme. So let's get building. So the first thing I'm doing is just cutting out all the pieces for the fuselage and wings. Now I'm assembling the servo tray. Got two servos, one for aileron, one for elevator. Just going to glue that in on one of the fuselage sides, get the top and bottom in, and then put the second side on. Now that that's done, let's build up the canopy and attach it with the sticker included for the hinge attachment. Now we're going to move on and build the main gear setup. Putting the wheels together, two plywood pieces sandwiched together, and then go inside these foam rings. Now with this landing gear, I really like the configuration, how the wire bends into the 3 screw holes. Next I'm just beveling the ailerons on the wings so that they can move freely. And then we're just going to glue them on the side of the fuselage. Now these two laser cut plywood pieces right here is what's going to hold in the EDF unit. So let's get those glued in, build the EDF, and insert that into those holes. Looks like it fits good. And we're just going to take the wires and route them through the fuse and put them into the receiver. Now that that's all done, we can move to the empennage, start working on that. Again, just beveling the control surface so that it can move freely. And also gluing the doublers on the vertical stabilizers. Now let's just glue that whole assembly to the airframe. Now before we start routing all the electronics, let's talk about this little charger Minimum has. This is really cool because it has 2 different types of connectors, and it has a switch that can change from 200 milliamps to 500 milliamps. Since this battery is a 260, we're going to switch the charger to 200 milliamps so the proper amount of current can flow into the battery so nothing overheats. Now I'm just routing all the push rods so that all the control surfaces will move. Now I'm just going to connect up all the servos and push the receiver back into the fuselage. Now it looks like everything's done, so let's bind it to the transmitter and take it for a test flight.
I've been thinking how our tastes in music reflect our everyday lives. Around 10 or 12 years ago, the trend was all for new music.
Okay. So now it's time where you get to hear my honest opinion on this microjet. So first off, I'd love to say thank you to Minimum for sending me this. It was a blast to build and fly. I think your team did a really good job designing this. The color scheme is super vibrant. It looks great in the air. It carries its speed really well with this little EDF, and it's super maneuverable. Sadly, not all things last, and I've crashed this one too many times where it's beyond repair now, as you can see here. The rest of the aircraft is super durable, but the hollow nose has not that much rigidity. So if you're gonna crash, try not to do it head on. But all the electronics work great still, so I say I'd do another project with this EDF. Drop a comment below if you want to see a micro EDF jet or anything along that, and let me know what you want to see, and I'll get to it. But back on this jet, I strongly recommend this for intermediate to expert flyers. It's quite a handful in the air. It's not as stable as I expected it to be, but if you're looking to pick up speed in micros and stuff and you're pretty good at with the sticks, I would suggest picking this up or any of their other jets. It's pretty fun. The biggest piece of advice I can give you when buying one of these things and flying it is make sure everything's trimmed out level, because on my first flight, I was a little bit out of trim and it messed up my whole flight. And through other flights, I discovered the problem and I fixed it and it flew flawlessly. So yeah, go check out Minimum's website. They'll be in the description along with the link to this specific jet, and take a look. They don't only have jets, they have a bunch of kits for other stuff, including balsa. They got warbirds and a bunch of great electronics so you can build your own stuff. Check that out in the description. Now that we're done talking about this jet, let's get serious. A lot of you guys are viewing my videos and liking them, doing a great job, but you can help me out a little bit more and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, makes me able to put more videos out for you guys and afford these big projects, which I'm getting into. Now, speaking of big projects, I have Ready Board sponsoring my next build, which will actually come out December 25th, Christmas Day. So if you want to make sure you don't miss that video, hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell next to the side, and that'll notify you right when the video comes out. You won't regret it. It's going to be a pretty cool build. So on that note, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.